You know the bull's gonna buck. You know he's gonna spin, and you know if you're in the wrong spot, he's gonna run you over. The question is, have you done the work to be prepared to handle it? I got into bull riding as a Western kind of a lifestyle choice, and I was always intrigued with the sport for the amount of technique that it involves. It's very similar to golf. A lot of people might disagree, but I think the more you think about it, the more real it is. You know, in golf, fractions of an inch can determine a straight ball or a slice, and in bull riding, fractions of an inch with your free arm or your feet or your eyes can be the difference between making a ride and getting hurt.
My name is Beau Brooks. I'm a professional bull rider. I'm from Calgary, Alberta. I've been riding bulls for 15 years. I'm professional for just about 7 years now. I've been to the Canadian finals 5 times and the PBR Canada finals a couple times as well. When I was younger, we used to run around rodeo grounds and stuff like that and kind of terrorize the place. And I just happened to catch my eye one day, and I asked my mom if I could try steer riding and bull riding, stuff like that. And she happened to be standing beside a guy that used the rodeo, and he said, well, just send him off to rodeo school. And shoot, that's what I did, and went to the first one and was hooked right from the start.
Well, now I'm 45, so by far I'm the oldest one in Canada and in the top percentile in North America by far. I started late. This is my 20th year now riding bulls professionally, and it's been a long road, and a lot of guys really can't say that. The rush you get on a bull is you know, they've tried to write about it in a song, they've tried to write about it in a poem or a story, and some would say it's like being tied to a tornado or a hurricane or a bolt of lightning. Well, we both know that that's not realistic. There's a lot going on.
Beau Brooks, he's got a beautiful young daughter right up there in the grandstand. Family affair!
Sometimes it's more of like being in a dog fight. Sometimes you know, the bull will jump out of there and everything will be working right. The guy will be feeling good, and it's like being in a dance. And it's just more or less on the bull side, you know, how he's feeling or his size, style of bucking, that kind of thing. Sometimes it can be just pulling on your arm, and it's the longest 8 seconds of your life.
When the crowd goes to bull riding, you already know there's going to be rides and there's going to be hookings. Like, guys are going to get run over by a bull, and there's going to be rides. And sometimes the most serious injuries that I've ever seen looked like nothing. Like the guy just hit the ground wrong, and the bull maybe just glanced off his back, but it did internal damage, things you can't see. Those would be by far, I think, the most, because they take the longest to heal. You know, a broken bone, 6 weeks, you're rolling again. Internal injuries, it could be a career deal.
To be a bull rider and do it professionally, your passion has to be all of it. You have to enjoy driving lots of miles, be okay with being hurt and driving all night and still getting up and getting on another bull. So.
I became the president of BRC for the mandate of our company. We just wanted to have opportunities to buck bulls and opportunities for bull riders to get on bulls. I mean, it's one thing to be fit and firm, but you still have, you know, you only get better at hitting a golf ball by hitting it. You only get better at playing soccer by playing it. So, you know, our mission is simple. We want to make it affordable for communities across this country to have a bull riding from a Canadian entity. So our money stays in this country, and ultimately we want to be able to put bull riders on a world stage, give these kids the opportunity so that if they choose, if they exercise their agency to go on in the sport, they'll have been on bulls and they'll have practiced enough that they can compete.
We usually do anywhere from 100 to 150 shows a year, so I mean we're going and going and going, and for myself, you know, I'm kind of happy where I'm at. Obviously the top level would be winning a Canadian championship and stuff like that, so I'm close, but I just haven't accomplished it yet, but that's definitely on the list of things to do.
You know, I know cases and stories and could talk your ear off about guys, you know, you're driving, you know, you'll have to make it from Manitoba to British Columbia for a show the next day. And you're driving in a truck full of guys and something happens, like you break a hose, middle of the night. Well, there's always somebody you can call and they'll come out, they'll fix your truck, they'll fuel it up, they'll get you a shower, whatever you need and get you on your way because they get it. They've been there before and they get it. One of the things that I see is if you're gonna do it, be good at it. Otherwise, you're just showing up. It's the difference between being a bull rider and a guy who gets on bulls.